everyone. It's Kevin from Amdahl Hearing. Today I want to talk about something that is not necessarily hearing related, but does affect many people. And that is the problem of ringing in the ears. And that is called either tinnitus or tinnitus, depending on which you're from. Both are just fine, but it is a problem. And it's a problem for a lot of people with a hearing loss. Now, a little disclaimer on the front end. I am not a subject matter expert on tinnitus, but I have dealt with it certainly in a ton of cases over my 30 years of being in the audiology industry. So I do feel qualified to speak on it. So let's get right down to it. With tinnitus or tinnitus, it basically is, in my experience, your ear telling us that something is wrong. Now, that's super important to remember because that something wrong could be as menial as, you had a firework or firecracker go off too close to your head when you were a kid, and now you've got that occasional ringing, but it did do a little bit of damage. It could be that you've got some significant amount of hearing loss, and so that could be the damage. Now, it could also mean that there's something bigger going on, and so getting your hearing checked anytime you have ringing in your ears is super important. So let's talk about treatment. Now, people are asking me about certain treatments all the time and whether this pill would work or this theory would work or this type of a new product would work. And all I can tell you is for us in the audiology community, the ringing in the ears is a pretty big deal. And so if something came out that was really proving to be significantly better, we would know about it. And so given the fact that we're not seeing these massive breakthroughs that everybody seems to be advertising, I think it's safe to say that there's not a lot of great options as far as, some sort of medication to make it better. What I have found that is really effective is that if people have hearing loss that go along with that ringing, and most people do, whether they want to admit it or not, we've got some damage to those individual nerves. And in my world, to my way of thinking, those nerves are just kind of getting into mischief and firing off on their own. And so by treating that hearing loss, we go in and we stimulate that nerve. And in the vast majority of cases, now I'm guesstimating here 85% of the cases that I've dealt with, going in and putting in a little amplification, which coincidentally is also where most of the hearing loss is, we tend to really calm that ringing down. And people will tell me that they get a ton of relief from just having hearing aids in there. Now, there are situations where we have to be a little bit more aggressive. There are situations where we have to use a specific masking sound to cover that up. But the bottom line is that we are getting really good results in most of the cases. And not only are people bothered less by the ringing in their ears, but they also have the psychological benefit of now they have the ability to control it. When people come in, they're very stressed out. Lots of times they're really having issues with this because this is something they can't make go away. In being able to treat that and giving people some relief, not only does it help them for the time being, but also it really helps them psychologically because now this ringing really doesn't have control over them as they can put something in and they can get st of it whenever they want. So all of that to say, if you are having some problems with ringing or noises in your ears, give us a call. We're happy to help. In St. Cloud, that phone number is 320-252-0094, or find us online at amdahlhearing.com. Hey, if this is something that was helpful for you, I would appreciate it if you gave us a like. And if this is information that you want to try to continue getting, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you will continue to be able to hear things as I come up with them. Hey, again, I'm Kevin Amdahl. I certainly appreciate your stopping by and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.